and market should consolidate, market should come down. But frankly, for me, till the point oil prices do not stabilize, I would be a bit wary. I said in the morning that I would urge caution right now, and caution not in terms of a retest of 7,500, but caution is coming from the fact that we've seen a 20% run up, 30-40% run up in some sectors. The fundamental bent is not improving at all, if at all the lockdown has got extended. So you got to be in that frame where if you have made some gains, take some chips off the table, keep the dry powder ready, because this market will give you an entry point. I would be very curious to see how US markets open today and what will happen to some of the oil producers and especially banks and US banks which have a large exposure to shale gas. So for me, the slip in oil, the crack in oil could make the market slip. That's my mantra. I'll say it again. For me, the crack in oil is a slippery point for our markets today.
True, and that seems to be playing out. You know, the SGX Nifty as well wasn't really all that excited, was showing only a quiet start. And quiet is how we've started. Yes, we are holding up a little better than that, about 280 points up in the green for the Sensex. The Nifty as well holding up by about 80 odd points or so. But again, it's debatable as to how long these gains are going to sustain and what we're going to do post this. I can see on the screens HDFC Bank. Let's quickly bring up that stock and show you how it's reacting to its numbers. 3 names submitted to the central bank to step into Aditya Puri's shoes once he steps down post his 10-year retirement. And NIM improvement, slippages at a 10-quarter low, but provisioning coming in extremely high for HDFC Bank. That's the stock in focus. I want to check in on what Infy as well is up to ahead of its numbers. Because after Wipro's earnings, you saw quite a bit of movement coming in on IT after TCS's earnings as well, and now today it's Infosys's turn. Kotak Mahindra Bank, they're going to be mulling raising equity capital on April 22nd. The S&P has affirmed a positive outlook on Kotak Mahindra Bank, so look out for this one stock as well. The breadth though today has started off positive, so that really is a good sign. ACC has resumed partial operations in a phased manner though from April 20th. The Adani Group of course also is in focus because the promoters releasing pledge, so look out for Adani Enterprises, Transport, Posts, all these stocks are going to be in focus. Future Group, wherein the Supreme Court has now declined the staying High Court order of restraining holders from selling pledged shares. So look out for what Future Group stocks as well do in trade. This is going to be very, very critical as well. On the downside, Westlife, on predictable lines, but very poor earnings. The Q4 same-store sales growth are lower by about 7%. Sales are down about 1.5%, and obviously the company has cut their FY21 store guidance as well. No surprises here, however. Tata Motors, the JLR Q4 retail sales got impacted by the virus already. The Q4 sales have come in down 30% on a year-on-year basis. So look out for this stock as well. Telecom companies, Bharti, Vodafone, they've extended the validity of the prepaid plans till May 3rd. That's up until the lockdown. So look out for this as well. And airline companies, because it seems that the ministry is now still pretty much reviewing a booking suspension until further notice. So a bit of an ambiguity coming in there. So airline stocks as well are going to be on our radars. Equitas, Bharat Forge, Indiabulls Housing, Shriram Transport, Jeevan, the high flyers from Friday. That's also a pocket that you may want to look out for.